Terrible news coming out of Bungie today, and unfortunately it is a double whammy. Many members of staff have been let go, as well as the final shape that has been delayed from February until June 2024. Well, the news was first reported by Jason Schreier from Bloomberg. Jason is a very, very reliable source, and he says the following. So Bungie, the Sony-owned game studio behind Destiny 2, let go an undisclosed number of staffers according to people with knowledge of the matter. In an email to employees seen by Bloomberg, Bungie Chief Executive Officer Pete Parsons said these staffers would be hearing some news today, and there would be a team meeting later in the day to discuss today's events. And the company didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. So Bungie recently delayed an upcoming Destiny 2 expansion, The Final Shape, until June from February, pushing it out of Sony Group Corp's current fiscal year, said the people who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorised to speak publicly. Bungie's next game, Marathon, slipped to 2025. Sony, which purchased Bungie in early 2022 for $3.6 billion, has been cutting staff across its PlayStation division this year, in part due to delays. The unit lost several key producers this year, and PlayStation boss Jim Ryan said last month he will retire in March. Well, since this article was published, many members of the Bungie team have gone on to social media to confirm they have been let go. So community managers, including Hippie herself, QA, HR, legal, writers, player support, and art team members have all confirmed they have been laid off. So as well as the layoffs, Jason also confirmed the final shape has been delayed from February 2024 until June 2024. It was also stated Marathon was pushed to 2025, but I don't think a release date was public for Marathon. I certainly didn't expect it personally before 2025. Well, the final shape being delayed in this manner is certainly a little strange. So it wasn't too long ago that we had the reveal event itself, when we had the release date of February 27, 2024 confirmed for the first time, and that was a little over 2 months ago. So we've seen delays before to major expansions, with the Witch Queen delayed from September 2021 to February 2022, and that shifted the major Destiny expansions to February rather than being in that traditional September slot. The final shape itself was a new expansion added to the roster after Beyond Light was revealed, and the original plan was to have Beyond Light, Witch Queen and Lightfall, and then the final shape got added later on. Many speculated that much of the original content in Lightfall was pushed into the final shape, with Lightfall acting as a filler expansion. Well, the effect of this delay to June 2024 means our final season in the Lightfall DLC is going to be 7 months long, plus that pushes back the start of the episode's narrative framework. So delays aren't necessarily bad. It means Bungie has had a hard look at the content and said it's probably not good enough, or it's not ready, and therefore it needs more time in the oven. However, the timing of the delay, together with the layoffs, just doesn't look great. Many are questioning if this is a Bungie decision or a Sony decision, with Sony very likely being the prime candidate, with other layoffs coming at Sony Studios recently, including UK-based Media Molecule. Sony purchasing Bungie for more than $3 billion was supposed to be an investment in Bungie. I think over $1 billion was earmarked for retention of key employees. Well, Destiny 2 was the cash cow that would fund Bungie's development of other games like Marathon and Gummy Bears, while they'd be consulting at Sony Studios and helping Sony deliver on their grand live service plans, which, to be honest, now seem to be in a little bit of disarray. Bungie recently helped out with Naughty Dog's Last of Us multiplayer mode, saying it wasn't ready for public consumption, and now Bungie itself appears to be in trouble with a delay to the final chapter in the Light vs. Darkness saga, and much of their frontline community management team let go. We'd imagine that in a time like this, when a live service game is going through a major change, a shift from one big saga to the next via their episodes framework, you're really going to need your community team. And letting them all go, well, I'm not really sure that is going to end well for anybody. All in all, it's been a very bad day at Bungie. So I can wait for that expansion, but my heart really goes out to the staff who've been let go today. This wasn't an isolated incident at Bungie, of course, far from it. It's happening all over the games industry at the moment and the wider tech industry at large. Well, not very good news all round today, but let me know down in the comments what you think about the final shape being delayed. Would really love to hear what you think. Well, that is it for this brief video today. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.